What's up, Bulls Nation? My name is Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a recent episode that the Chicago Bulls released about their training camp and a couple days into their training camp and what they're focusing on. And honestly, I love these types of videos because at the end of the day, it's interesting to kind of see how these players really think and their mindset towards obviously the upcoming regular season in terms of the fact that it's starting from a 0-0 and an equal playing field for many people, and that if you really start to figure things out, you could end up really having a great season and stuff like that. They are really putting, I guess, the words into action, and they really are bringing a lot of hype to the Chicago Bulls season thus far. You always say you're not going to fall for it. You always say you're not going to believe that, I guess, the words that they speak in action speak louder than words. Well, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, man. I feel that their words are really bringing me in. They're drawing me in. And even as someone that knows this, that knows that actions speak louder than words, that knows that words doesn't necessarily actually mean anything in the whole grand scheme of things, they're still drawing me in. I can't help it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be talking about the training camp video, all access, whatever you want to call it in this video. Before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe depending where you are watching this from. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls training camp thus far. What have you liked? What haven't you liked about the training camp? And also, I'm going to keep on asking this question until the game actually comes. If I was able to do a live stream watch along where you guys can kind of watch the game on your own, but also it's kind of like watching it with a friend. I'll be live streaming and just, I guess, having a discussion with you guys while the game is going on. Would you like to see that? Or if you would not like to see that, or you wouldn't be interested, then I wouldn't waste my time doing it if it's not really going to be something that you guys are interested in and stuff like that. I'm going to keep asking it until obviously the game comes, because I know different people come at different times. People watch certain videos and don't watch other videos. It's just a way of life, really, especially on YouTube. That's completely understandable. So I feel like I need to bring as much attention to it as possible, so more people can know about it and make their own decisions about it as well. So I'm going to keep on asking it every single video, but what do you guys think about that? But let's get started into the training camp. Now, this is the second episode. I've already made a video, last video actually, about the first episode of the All Access training camp and stuff of that nature. And all I can really say is I'm very, very glad that the Chicago Bulls are saying the things that they're saying, especially about playing faster and trying to be more into transition and stuff of that nature. They also mentioned in this video specifically about physicality and how physical they could be, and knowing that, hey, look, when you play Chicago, you need to play a team that you need to be worried about. When other teams say, oh man, we're facing Chicago, they need to know that they're facing a tough physical team that's going to go out there and do anything it takes to win. You saw a lot of three-point shots being thrown up in that training camp video as well. So essentially, they're working on their three-point shots. They're working on their transition. They're going up and down the court. They're competing with each other. They're saying the right words. They're saying the right things. Talking about how Chicago needs to be a tough place to go, and how you have to win games, and how that you're making the right decisions for these guys to win games and stuff like that. It was beautiful to see. And again, I know it's only words, and you've seen a couple of actions as well. I'm not going to just say it's just words. You're looking at highlights of how training camp is going. You're looking at the X's and O's. You're looking at things that most people won't understand. I don't understand them. I don't understand the plays that they're calling. I don't understand how they communicate on the court with each other. I'm not supposed to understand those things. I'm a fan at the end of the day. I'm not really an expert analyst on the Chicago Bulls, but you're seeing things happen while you're also listening to what they're saying as well. And it does make you get excited. It makes you get a little bit nervous as well to say, hey, maybe they're right. All this offseason, I've been saying that I think the Chicago Bulls are going to have a better season, but not a drastically better season. And all these things. And maybe they will finish within the playing tournament again and stuff like that. But just maybe all this talk, 0-0, even playing field, it's fair for everybody right now. If you can get it right, you can have a great season. Maybe all that talk could really come into action. Maybe they're starting to bring the believing side out of me. I hope they do. And not only do I hope they do, I hope they deliver, because they're doing a good job right now. Even as someone that knows and studies media, studies how they can get people excited for seasons and get people excited for products, whatever you want to call it. That's what I studied. Yet I still can't. I keep falling into the trap. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. But they obviously mentioned more than just, obviously, you know, trying to get people excited for the season. They did more than just speak the right words. At the end of the day, they also talked about development. And that was something that was very important for this video as well. And they talked about Coby White, how much he has improved every single season, and how he is basically the blueprints, if you want to call it, to how everybody else should kind of be working and adapting and improving their game every single season, which is something Bulls fans have been saying pretty much all off-season, that Coby White has been the breakout for the Chicago Bulls in terms of development. We've not had very successful developmental pieces, and you need to find out the one that stands out and try to replicate and copy those things. And Coby White right now is the standout developmental case, where people look at his development and actually see his development, see that he's improving, see that he's taking the next step, see that he could be the guy that can maybe lead other people into their development as well. And I very much enjoyed that. Obviously, Marc Eversley spoke about it a little bit, and it does bring a smile to my face to kind of know that, you know, 2 seasons ago, people wanted this guy traded, yet we're going into year 5 of Coby White, and people are really believing that he could take another great leap this year, which I really hope he does. They talked about expecting big things. Obviously, you know, you look at guys like Patrick Williams. He talked a little bit about Ayo, Marc Eversley, as well, and how he needs to take a big step, and how he's improved his game, especially offensively. Again, all these things bring great excitement. And before I go, before I end the video, before I walk off into the sunset for another day, I'll say this. As much as I am very excited, I genuinely am starting to get excited now. You know, it's pretty much been, I like to call it autopilot mode, even though technically I'm not, because again, a lot of recent, you know, media day, training camp, even a little bit before that, we've been getting quotes from Chicago Bulls players and trade rumors. It's not necessarily been on autopilot, but I think my excitement for preseason, excitement for training camp was on autopilot. But, you know, right now, it's the 7th of October for me. I think it's probably about 6th of October, or maybe it's getting into the 7th of October in the morning for you guys whenever I upload this video. Whatever the case may be, we are 2 days away from Bulls action for the very first time. Preseason, I don't care if it's preseason, I want to see the Bulls play. And I'm really getting excited for that now, ladies and gentlemen. So, look, it's going to be a long season. I'm sure there'll be at some points throughout the season where I'm wishing the season will end. Or, you know, maybe they're going to put a game on in the regular season at, you know, 3 in the morning and I'm going to be crying about it. I'm sure there are going to be moments like that throughout the season. There always is. But at the end of the day, right now, I sit here and I'm telling you guys, even though I know actions speak louder than words, and they still do, these words are bringing me excitement, and I can't lie to you when I say that. So you can let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree, or whether or not you're excited about preseason. Some people won't watch preseason. It is just preseason at the end of the day. I know friends from other teams that just could not care less about preseason because they know it's not the real thing, and they also know that most of the starters are probably not going to play big time minutes anyway. So it is what it is. You could get excited about it. You could wait for the main thing to start. Of course, when the main thing starts, everybody will really be excited by that point. But I'm very much excited for preseason as well. What do you guys think? Thank you all so much for watching. Drop a like and a follow and or subscribe if you are new. And again, about the live streaming thing, if you'd like to see it, let me know. I'll try to find a way to be able to do that. And again, you know, talk with the community live, I guess, for the first time. I've done it, you know, I've gotten a little bit more experience live streaming on Twitch, playing games and stuff like that. This won't be the same. You know, I'm not out here playing 2K while the game is on, you know. That's definitely not what's going to happen there. But it does bring experience. And at the same time, I think that could be good experience that could be used for this channel as well if you'd like to see it. But it's only if you like. Again, I'm not going to force myself to do it if people don't want to see it, especially for games at 4 a.m. in the morning. Maybe games are like 1 p.m. for me in the afternoon, regardless of whether people will watch it or not. I'll probably feel excited to do it. But at 4 a.m., again, if people want to see it, I'll be happy to do it. But we'll see what ends up happening. I will see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.